And welcome back, everybody. It's the 2016 CSI National Championships at the Rio All Suites Hotel Casino. This is back to the 8-ball challenge. We have Danny Smith and Chris McDaniel. This is Freddie Ognier. I'm here with George Teachea.
Hello, everyone.
George,
And
tell us about this matchup.
well, you've got Danny the Shredder Smith versus Chris McDaniels. Chris is out of Denver.
Daniel.
Daniel. Oops, I used an S. I do that for another player, too. This is a third-round match in the 8-ball challenge. There's 56 players that signed up for it, and this is 2 of them. And this is on the winner's side.
For those of you looking for the 10-ball final, that'll be at 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is the 3 o'clock match. Danny Smith has won the lag, racking the balls. Chris McDaniel from Denver.
Where did he say he played out of?
Felt Billiards.
Felt Billiards. Said he took a year-and-a-half break, and he's back to playing again. And he's going to be at the 9-ball, U.S. Open 9-ball.
Okay.
And his first match was David del Castillo. Then he played Lee Brett. And now facing Danny Smith. Danny Smith faced Kevin Uzel and Mark Anderson.
Got a lot of 8-ball left. We'll
Yes,
finish
we
this
do.
up tomorrow.
So here we are, 10 days into the national championships. We got 2 days left. We've had a lot of pool played here in the Pro Arena, CSI's Pro Arena. And see, we had the U.S. Open 10-ball, the U.S. Open 8-ball, 9-ball challenge, 10-ball challenge, and now the 8-ball challenge. In fact, we'll see the finals here in a little bit. We probably have, what, 40 vendors in the building? And this is being played on diamond tables, Cyclop balls, Simonis cloth, with Viking, the official cue of the national championships. Omega Billiards, the official store of the national championships. And Danny Smith to break the balls. We're off and running, race to 7. Using the head-on break.
Ball inside, perfect break.
Cue ball stopped. Absolutely perfect in the center of the table, just above the side pockets.
Oh, I thought this 13 was going to chase that 16 ball in the corner pocket, but neither ball fell.
Well, he's got a choice here. Solids or stripes? And he's going to work. Looks like he's looking at the solids first. This is
both are pretty open, except for the 6-ball covers the 13. So,
you know, we haven't seen Danny in the pro arena here. I think he was just the opening match against Mike DeShane in the 10-ball, and that's the only time he's ever been in here. Have we seen him in here before?
I believe he was in here one more time against Corey Deuel, the 9-ball.
I think I missed that match.
Solids here and looking
He's
pretty
up and
open.
running.
I guess the trouble ball is really the 6-ball that's hanging in the pocket. I think those can be a little bit troublesome, especially if you hit the combination. The 7-6, the 7 will get away from him if he isn't careful.
Does he have? He has the right angle to go up for the 4, doesn't he?
I think so. Even if he doesn't, he can always go forward.
Well,
He decides to attack down here. I'm not sure that's the right play.
Well, there's your problem ball out of the way, but it's created a big problem for him, so he's going to be forced to bank the 7-ball and get the cue ball up for the 4-1.
I can't imagine why he would think that would be the right shot. I mean, he drew that. That would have kept on going into Memphis, Tennessee if there was no rail.
Yeah, I don't want to second guess him, but the results there leads me to believe you make a very valid point.
I think he just wanted to draw back and shoot that ball that was hanging, but he didn't. I guess didn't need to. This one's going to be short.
He was forced to shoot that. So this leaves Chris McDaniel with a wide open table.
Well, we get a good chance to see Chris McDaniel. Who's not like he's going to be on the stream all that often, especially not for a pro event. This is the 8-ball challenge of the CSI National Championships. You can see his Fargo rating 714, so that's in the,
on the lower side,
the lower professional zone.
And he did say he was on a year-and-a-half break prior to this, so he's probably making a run at playing more pool now, and we'll probably see that Fargo rating go up more than likely.
Looks like he's got
that's the
pretty
case.
good form. Shoots with a Hubler cue.
Mm-hmm.
Shoots with a Hubler cue that is now about 35 years old.
He just had it refinished.
Well, 25 years old. Sorry, I have bad math. 25 years old. Can't be 35 years old. I'm not sure if he's 35 years old.
That doesn't mean he bought it new.
This is his trick shot here. He's got to get on the ball. A little long on the 10, but he's good for no, he's perfect
He's
on the 10.
perfect on the 10.
Other than being perfect on the 10.
He'll just fall forward for the 12.
I like walking to the side of the table to make sure you know which angle is good and which angle is bad.
Well, that particular angle?
That's pretty good. Just float forward or just float. Stop. Anything.
Yeah, you made
Anything
a point.
Here.
He followed your instruction for that shot, but not the one prior.
Right.
And looks like he'll take the first game, barring some unforeseen catastrophe. And I would venture to call Danny's shot a little careless on that draw shot.
A little wild. Even his bank was a little wild. He's good.
First game goes to Chris McDaniel.
He's going to be looking for the magic rack in a second. There it is. There was the look like, what am I supposed to do with this now? Okay, here we go.
How do we do this?
Magic rack.
Yeah, it's his first time in the arena. Nice setup here we have.
He was practicing on it, though, so he should have a little bit of the lay of the land.
He had one break when he practiced. He says, can we just play this one back over and over again? Because it was like a perfect break. Picture everything spread out around it.
I'm going to guess this next one. It's a wild guess. This break's going to be also picture perfect.
You think so?
He looks like he's calm, cool, and collected.
You think he's pretty steady?
I think so. After getting a game underneath your belt.
One thing about it, if you're using the magic rack, you know that the rack is consistent. Now, if you've got a good stroke, like he appears to, and I was watching him practice, and so was Freddie, so that's consistent. It should be that your break may well be consistent. But sometimes you get it amped up.
Yeah, and unless you're someone like a Francisco Bustamante, you're not going to be wildly swinging as hard as you can on this.
Well, I don't know that his swing is wild.
Well,
it's hard.
It's hard. It's swinging hard. All right, here we go.
Let's watch him stroke this ball. Solid bridge. Hand doesn't move.
Pretty good. What do you think? Pretty good.
That's pretty much the break he had. Pretty much the break he had. So
if he breaks like that all throughout the tournament, he's going to do pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
High balls have a little bit of trickiness to it. First shot is buried in the corner, way deep. That 12 is pretty far in there, as we've seen several balls. But the 11 goes, 11 ball in the rack area, right married to the 15 ball. Yeah. Low ball's pretty good. Look pretty good too. Does he have first shot? One ball.
Actually, the low balls look hard, easier because the only thing hard about the low ones is the one.
The one, but it goes to the other corner pocket.
Correct.
If he so chooses.
And kind of the same thing with the 9 ball. It's the only really tough stripe.
But it goes up.
But it goes up table.
And there are balls below it to lead to
exactly. So
that's everything he's just thinking, I would assume.
It's a toss-up which one he takes first.
And you can see the decision's a little bit tricky since he hasn't already started shooting.
He could start here with the 3 ball. He could start here with he's got choices.
6 to 3 or 5.
Incidentally, he did say that him and his a couple of his friends have been watching the stream, and they commented on the commentary. Said you guys do a really good job. He says you call him well. I think he was just being courteous when I told him I was one of the commentators.
Well, we'll thank Chris and his friends anyway.
Always enjoy a compliment, especially when it's well aimed and
well.
You know, whether it's a compliment or a stab. What do you call it when they critique? Always give a reason for it. I like to give a reason. I think you guys are doing great because, or I think you stink because. You know, that way you can take it to heart. There's a reason for it. But when it's just you guys stink, Well, so do you. Give me a reason why I stink. I showered this morning, so that's not happening.
Tough shot on the 3-ball. So he's going to elect to play the 5, but the 8-ball looms large. Don't go crazy.
I think he'll hit this soft enough to not move it very much, or will he just avoid it altogether?
Well, it feels like he needs to tickle it. Oh, he put a lot of movement on that 8-ball and put it in a bad spot.
He's not happy with this. He can't be happy with this.
He's going to have to get out his shooting skills here. 3-ball and get on the 4-ball and maybe still negotiate this. The 8-ball doesn't really go anywhere. Well, it goes back down table, of course.
That makes the 1 double tough because he's got to get to that side of the table twice now.
As I look at this, the 1-ball looks like it could sneak through the 12-ball and kind of carry it with it. But this is from one angle. Different angle could show something different.
Well, he just got back in line.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to go to the 1-ball now.
I think so. Why wouldn't he? Do you think he's going to play the 1 into the 12, or do you think you go around it and play the 1 clean?
I think he plays the 1. Well, it's tough because, he's looking at it now. He'll decide how he wants to play it. He's looking to play downhill. No.
Yeah, that's the position for the 6-ball he's looking at.
Right. You might be right, Freddie. He might take it in with the 12.
And the reason I'm saying that is because if he now shoots the 6-ball down table, there's really no pocket for the 8-ball.
Right.
Except for down table, so the cue ball has to come all the way back and get good. So here we go.
Yeah, and that way he stays there for that 8, or he can come back to that 8 real quick. Yeah, see, that's where I was thinking of going. That's how I was thinking of getting there.
So now he's going to take a look at that 8. If he comes below it, below the 6-ball or in line with it, I guess he can draw it straight back.
He can draw it straight back. Correct. Now, if he doesn't get the right angle here.
Just the fact that he was looking down there tells me he's going to have to draw this ball.
Yeah, he's going to
draw it with a left-hand English and spin it out just a little bit.
To open it up off the rail. Yeah, that has a tendency of really stroking the ball. That can be trouble. But it's the way to play it.
There we go. Jacked up a little bit. Seems like the overhead camera is deceiving how he's aiming this. And this is a good shot.
Yeah, he got perfect.
It looks like he's perfect. Looks like straight drawback.
Yep.
And playing the 8-ball down table. George, I usually use the convention that down table is at the end of the table and up table is at the head of the table.
Down to where you're breaking.
Right.
I think we agree on that.
Straight back. Hit this clean. Oh, he got a little bit off, but he put a little English on there.
He's good. Nice cut down
He must have had a slight bit of an angle.
Down the rail. And he used the English to open up the angle to give himself room to make this cut. Well played. I expect he'll make this ball.
No rail. No rail. Beautiful shot.
Well done. 2-0 lead. He's got his, are those his cronies from Denver in the background? Not sure. In the left-hand corner, you have Bobby Emmons sitting in Danny Smith's corner. Longtime friends. Bobby out of Phoenix. And now Danny gets to rack the balls. Fargo rating about 30 points apart.
That's been pretty big. I'm sure that you can see the percentages right now, but I don't remember what they were at the beginning. Danny Smith would have been favored by about 3-2, I guess.
Even with a 2-game lead, Chris is a 59. There's 59% chance
about a 3-2.
Yeah,
that's about 3-2. It switched the other way. You had to get 2 games on the wire. Means that 1 game on the wire is about an even match. If we talk about the Fargo ratings.
Yeah, we were tough there. We didn't fail to point that out at the beginning, but they are beneath the player's name, so you guys can see for yourself as the percentage changes. As the games change, the percentage changes. And
hard break. Balls didn't really break up that in the middle of the table, in the middle of the rack area. Danny Smith with his Samsara cue.
And race to 7. He should be getting a game on the wire.
To make it an even race.
To make it an even race.
Right.
Well, there's no games on the wire here. This is an even race.
Right.
And at this point, he leads by 2.
Low balls are open. 6 ball does look like it passes the 15 ball into corner pocket.
I think he's pretty much halfway through this rack, and the rest of it looks pretty good.
You can see the 8 ball does pass.
He might.
The 13.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you get to the 6 ball right now?
I think I was about to say he might just get to the 6 ball right now.
But he's not. Looks like he's shooting for the 1.
He's going to take the 1 so he won't have to go back uphill. Or up table.
Up table, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, I've said that a couple times with Jay, and he uses a little bit different description.
Well, if he comes up with an angle here, which doesn't look like he did, maybe he did.
If he did, just enough.
He can just punch it over for the 6 ball in the corner pocket.
Or follow it for the side.
Ah, yes. That is there. He must
If
have read your mind.
If it's straight.
Must have read
No,
your
he's
mind.
coming over. He's popping over. Look at the English.
Oh.
And he hung it up because of it.
Yeah.
That was kind of haphazard, wasn't it?
A little bit. Danny looks like he's not quite in the match yet. Might have a little bit of a
well, he's playing a player
Vegas flu.
Yeah, he's playing a player that just showed him
That he
very
can
capable.
shoot out.
So if he's going to be haphazard, he may not like the result of the match at the end. But sometimes these guys don't pay attention till they have to, and then they really turn it on.
Tough to turn it on in alternating break format.
I agree.
It's got to be on now. I like the 11 ball in the upper right corner. Either one.
Yeah, if we watch his body language, he does seem disinterested.
It's been a long.
It's been
10 days here.
It's been 10 days in Las Vegas, and I mean, yes, you're in a tournament. Yes, you're playing pool. Yes, you want to win.
But this is like this fourth tournament.
Exactly.
For a 5th tournament.
And this is 10 days of nothing but pool.
He's fallen on this really well. Balls have to go in the bottom right corner.
Yeah.
1 rail across. Should hit it right around the 3rd diamond. 3rd diamond up.
He hits his shots so clean. I mean,
Very
nice,
nicely
crisp,
done.
and dead center of the pocket. Now he's got to have to spin into these 2 balls, right?
I don't think he has to break them out. Once the 14's gone, the 13 goes.
Does the 14 go?
I believe it does.
Well, that's right. The 13 goes to the opposite corner
Correct.
pocket. I didn't. Yeah, right.
He
He's still
sort of
got to
has
get on that side.
He has to be hit
Yeah.
these in order, right? It seems like he has to hit the 15 first.
Is he playing the 14 now? Does it go by the 13?
It must be close, or else I think he would have
Yeah.
already shot it.
I still can't tell from that angle. It's a
Tough
great
angle.
angle. Good camera work. We
It's
can't.
close.
He's looking at it himself.
It's
He
close.
can't tell either. Yeah, he shook his head. Looks like he shook his head. So he's going to have to spin into this ball.
It's called something to Danny. It looks like he's called the 14 ball, the green, lime green ball.
And he is spinning in. I can see the English he's using. He's spinning into the ball.
Just going into them. He has
Oh.
a shot, but I'm not sure he's going to like.
He's going to be able to elevate and then shoot the 15 to the upper right-hand corner.
It's a tough execution, but
Yes,
let's
it
see
is.
if he's got it.
But that's all he has.
Bill Stock probably going to walk over there and take a good look. Are we going to see the bridge?
Are we going to see a safety?
Second time to see the bridge. This is going to be
Total
tough for
tournament?
him to not foul. I don't see how he
With
doesn't
the
foul.
bridge.
He's actually going to cut this ball in, I think, George.
He's going to cut the
13.
ball. Yeah, it's not straight in.
It's not straight in, so,
So,
he's not gonna elevate. He's not gonna PK this ball.
But you can still double hit this. For all you amateurs out there watching, you got to be very careful here.
This is
It
one
is.
of those that I completely just like
Yeah,
that.
And that's what
me.
happens.
That's me all day long.
That's what
not
happens.
easy.
Yeah, that's tough because you don't want to double hit. And when you're elevated, you usually just kind of drop the cue down on the ball, and that's not enough.
Tough to stroke through.
Yep, it really is. He left himself in a tough place and made it very easy for.
Well, instead of breaking him out, it looks like he's going to shoot up table. Really didn't.
Oh, it doesn't go down here.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's got it right there for the 8 in the corner. Up table, like you said.
Straight in.
Perfect. I was wondering why he just didn't shoot the 6 in the side last and come over for the 8. That's because it wouldn't go
Didn't
by
go
the
in.
ball, yeah.
That's one reason.
That's the biggest reason.
Well,
And Danny's on the board.
I think that's you know, I'll say they're a little bit different between the what I'll call the touring professionals. I think most of the touring professionals would have gotten out there.
You mean between Chris and touring professionals?
Yeah, on that particular shot where he used inside spin, it looked like he was hesitant to use the inside spin to begin with, but you had to, and he sort of just went into the balls without really a plan to break them out.
Yes, I think he tried to hit one so he'd be on the other instead of just coming into him with a little bit of pace or a little bit of speed and open him up.
Yeah, it's
and
either
take his
he
chances.
opens it up or he actually plays position on one of them, probably the far one, whatever the far one was.
Because
not an easy shot for,
no,
for the average player, for sure.
It wasn't, and that English made it to where he wasn't 100% sure which ball he was going to hit. He was going to hit one or two of them.
That's what it looked like.
So with a little speed, he probably would have come up a little nicer.
A little nicer.
But or maybe not at all, you know. But I think speed let him down there.
He broke the balls very well last time, as he did in practice. I like his stroke speed and his pre-shot routine on the break.
Look how solid his bridge is. Look how solid that is. Must be that Molinari glove. Is it Molinari or is it Kamui? Can't tell.
From here, I thought it was Molinari.
Yeah.
He does have a shot in the 1 ball. He probably has a shot in the 13.
Well, he'll look things over. He's got a couple of small clusters, but nothing that really is bad.
Feels like the high balls, if you can hit one, because that the 14 ball actually, from that last camera angle, looked like it went.
He can work his way around it. The 8 ball stuff, if he takes the stripes.
Well, he's taking the low balls, which I think are the tougher ball because of the 3 ball. We'll see what he does. 3 ball may go to the left side, left corner.
Well, and he just might shoot
3-6
the 3 ball out of the way right here.
3 ball combination, 3-6 combination. Oh, 7, sorry, 3-7 combination.
The 3 and that other solid by it.
Well,
we do have a tendency of confusing. I have a tendency of confusing the 6-7.
Because when you look at the 7 on its own, it looks green, and therefore that normally means.
Sometimes the lighting, or when we glance at it. Yeah, I can see it. It's always confused me a little bit. And probably will continue to do so.
Well, the good news about these TV Cyclop sets, that we don't confuse the 3 ball for the 8 ball. Or anything like that. 3 ball goes this corner pocket. I must, because he played position for it.
Then I hope it goes. For his sake.
Yeah, because really this looks to be
it does.
The game ball.
And it's a stop. Yeah, it's a stop for the 7, and then the other 2 up on top there, and then the 8 ball goes to either pocket. Yeah.
Oh, stop may have not have been the right shot here. He's jacked up a little bit on the 8. See how he gets there.
He can get to the
bottom. Needs to get to the 4.
He can get to it.
Or the 6. I think ideally you'd like to get to the 6, right?
Either one he gets to will lead to the other. Because if he gets to the 4, he gets up to the 6 and comes over for the 8, and vice versa. I think it just all depends how much he can cue here.
Oh, it looks like he.
Yeah, he's fine with it. Well, he's going to take the long shot.
I guess he is. That was an interesting position play. Looked like he had more ball to cue to do anything he wanted to.
That's interesting. That's a confident.
A confidence, let's see,
play.
because he's going to the right. He's got to keep the line here. If he goes too far, it's going the wrong way.
I'll tell you right now, his stroke on that ball was very pure, nice and straight. I had a really good angle to the back of the. See how straight it would be.
Yeah. 8 ball goes both pockets, so draw it straight back. In fact, draw it short, Chris.
To where you at?
Oh, he just pounds it over.
Yeah. He must have been pretty close to straight in, so he just kind of forced it over to the side a little bit. Takes a 3-1 lead.
Good break and run. 3-1, race to 7. Chris McDaniel from Denver.
Colorado, Rocky Mountain High. He goes to his case for a little shot of tequila. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, everybody. He's having a drink of water. That's what he's having, and I just kind of chuckled because I think a shot of tequila is in order for us. We are in the last 2 days.
It's been a long 10 days, but we've had great pool.
Oh, we've seen some fantastic players.
We've had 3 challenge matches. The Poison Challenge match between Shane Van Boning and
Thorsten
Homan.
Then we had Rodney Morris versus Francisco Bustamante.
That was the Tiger Challenge.
Yeah, that was the Rocket versus Django.
Then last night, finished off with the Iceberg, Justin Bergman, over Corey Deuel in the OBQ's challenge match. 8-ball.
8-ball, 10-ball, and 8-ball. Races to 21.
All of those were actually decided very, very late. It was 15-15 with Corey and Justin last night.
Right.
It was 17-18 with Rodney.
21-17. Remember, he predicted it, and it came just to that.
It was as close as 18-7, 17 that late.
Yeah. Yep.
Before Rodney pulled away.
Yeah.
And of course, Thorsten and Shane was a hill match.
Down to the last track, and Thorsten broke dry.
Broke dry. His only dry break.
He really. The stats on that were fantastic. I mean,
Danny Smith has lost the cue ball here. Chris McDaniel's up 3-1 with ball in hand.
Danny could be digging a hole for himself here.
Yeah. The 2 and 11 are the problem balls. Looks like he'll take care of that right now. Tickle the 11. He can tickle either.
Yeah. Preferably the 11, because that way he's got the 7 next, and then the 2, and then he's, off to work, off to the races again.
It really just needs a tickle. It looks like he's high.
Oh, just right.
That's
I mean,
good.
that's just what you. Perfect.
Well,
No, he's okay. Yeah, it's funny when I see a ball kind of come back off the rail. I do the same thing. Oh, don't get in the way.
Well, I mean, if he had just slid it over there, I don't think he would have had so much movement on that ball. But it's clear. He's just on the wrong angle here. He's got to hold this or go to the rail and put it with inside English to make sure he's clear of the 2.
I don't think he wants to come back for it, though. He's looking exactly where he wants to be, to go up towards the 5-4 after shooting the 2 ball. I'm assuming that's where he's going with it. No, he's going to go up. He's going to go uphill. He doesn't like his angle on the 3.
Well, I like the choice of shots because since the 2 ball is clear, then the 3 ball leads to it pretty well, especially from the 5 ball. He's got the whole range of that pocket area by the 3 ball to play position before. So 1 in the corner, and looks like the 5 in the side.
And his angle for the 3 is perfect from the side.
As long as he doesn't go onto the left side of the line, which is where he was, to the right side of the line.
He went right back over again. He went to the same place.
His head is exactly the angle he didn't want.
Well, now he wants to come into it.
That's kind of like really strange because that's exactly the angle he avoided. Does the 2 pass the 11? Can he actually go that far over?
I think he's going to run the cue ball into the deuce. It doesn't pass the 11 to this side.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Just asking to see if we can see that. I think that if he has an angle, he can pound it and withdraw and slide back and forth. But obviously, he's put himself in a difficult position here.
I think he shall overcome.
There's the running in. Good job. Very nicely done. Yep. Chris will listen to this commentary and see if he comes back, and his friends will say whether or not we were right again, or they'll say, no.
Well, whether we're right or wrong, or whether
he's got to shoot it.
He's got to shoot it.
He's got to shoot it.
He's got to execute it.
Nice recovery there. Very nice recovery.
Recovered very well. Yeah. Nice call. And it's 4-1 lead. So he's executing very well.
Well, he's getting out in that one. That one he got a little bit shaky, but he got out. He recovered. 4-1, and if he breaks and runs out here, clearly a commanding lead and a race to 7.
Well, we did see a commanding lead almost
Vaporize.
slip away. Yeah, we had Mitch Ellerman and Rory Hendrickson in here, and Mitch was leading the match 5-2, and lost 4 games in a row.
So it can happen.
Yes,
Even on an alternating break format. Even if you have the big lead, it can definitely happen.
And we just got done saying, Jay and I were sitting here, we just got done saying he's got a commanding, he's taking command of the match.
Yeah.
And next thing we know, they're tied at 5, and Rory wins the next game to get on the hill, forcing Mitch to win his next one. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, it looks like Chris is going to be breaking the balls with a 4-1 lead.
Well,
this could be extended. He's got a nice break.
Chris needs is a clean run out, because every time he has to shake his head at himself is one small notch of confidence away, even if he's got the lead. Very solid.
Yeah, his fundamentals are.
Oh,
he got kicked
he got
in.
a bad.
Oh,
it didn't go in.
Didn't
And the
go
8
in.
ball. How does the 8 ball not go in?
Well, how is it staying on the table? What's keeping it up? Felt on the table? What? Is there a breadcrumb there?
Well,
jeez, look how deep the 8 ball is. Got half the ball, almost half the ball inside the line of the rail.
wow, a shot down. We're looking right down the cushion from where we stand. It looks like over half the ball.
Oh, I know one thing. I'm not taking stripes. Not with that 13 there.
There's nothing there. maybe the
yeah,
bank. That's the angle there for the 7 ball, and really that's what he's got to do to win this game.
And he can get there from the 6, so he can take care of business real quick. And wow, he'd like to have made the 8 because that gives him the option to break again, which he wouldn't.
But then he wouldn't have to deal with it. Be out of the way exactly.
Yeah. It's out of the way.
Looks like he's going for that position right now, and I definitely don't disagree with this. Maybe the 1 ball first to clear the 4 ball, but 2 rails to the inside of the 7 ball just to get a shot on that 7 ball.
What I like about him going for it now, Freddie, is if he comes by this and doesn't get the angle on the 7, he's got the 4.
Maybe he's coming all the way down for the 5, and I wouldn't think that he's trying to break this, but maybe he is. Maybe that's so dangerous.
I'm not sending the cue ball up there.
Exactly. I think he rolled too far.
I think he did too.
I thought he was just going to roll that 2 rail to the inside of the 7 ball and then attack it from there.
It does make sense to take care of. It does make sense to take care of the 5 ball now. Now he's just concerned with the upper end of the table.
Well, here we go.
He still has to create that perfect angle on the 7.
Exactly.
And he's looking at that now. He might have a little more distance than he'd like, but if the angle's there, the shot's there. Is he going to stun over? That's hard to that's so hard to control. That is so hard to control.
Yeah,
you have to roll to
it's still there, and he's still there.
This is attempt number 3 to try to get on the 7 ball. He might end up banking it to the side pocket. I wonder if he's even considered that yet.
He's got to consider that in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a bad bank to the side pocket or to the corner, but preferably the side.
He's aimed as if he's going to play position for the 7 ball, but now he's got the 8 ball in play.
Now he's stuck. Now he's banking.
Now he's got a bank.
Now he's
and does it even go?
It does not bank to the side.
And he can't afford to hit this hard and try to stiff it because back and forth the 8 ball is still there.
And if he banks it to the corner, he could clip the 13 ball into the 8.
Interesting shot if he plays a safety right on top of the 9 ball.
It looks like he's going to cut the 4, go 3 rails.
And hope for the 7?
And try to get on the 7.
This is why you try to attack
or
those
is he
balls.
He's banking it to the corner.
Oh. I was thinking of the safety
he's
on the 9. No, he is
corner.
banking the corner. Has he made it?
Yes.
One more shot. And he's got a shot on the 7.
Yeah, it's a bank.
It's probably the best look at his 7.
My Lord. If he cuts this ball in, the cue ball is tracking. He's called it in the corner pocket, 1 rail. cross corner.
He's made it. He's made it. What an out.
Nice sound. Dead center of the pocket, too.
What an out.
Dead center of the pocket.
The appreciative crowd. Wow. What an out.
2 bank shots. He scrambled for that one.
A little bit of a scramble, but
successfully.
You know, it wasn't an easy rack to get to that 7. He certainly tried to get there.
And like you said, sooner or later, eventually he's going to realize he has to bank the 7.
That's right.
That was good. All right, now I think he's got Danny's attention. What do you think?
He better. 5-1 down, Danny Smith. This might be, well, they're still on the winner's side, so.
Danny's sporting action wear.
Action
on the back of his
24/7.
Call me for action 24/7.
That's right.
Is that what that is?
Probably. Danny Smith. He's definitely known more for the backroom games. A very good one pocket player. All right, Danny, got to get it going. It's down 5-1.
Chris seems to be all business here.
Big break, ball in the side pocket.
Corner,
all kinds of balls dropping.
It's raining solids. He's got a shot on the 4.
I'm not sure why Danny would possibly be complaining. Can't he see the 4 ball? I don't know if he can see the 5 ball after the 4. No, he can't. Well, maybe he can. He rolled forward like he could. If he can see it.
Well, he's got 2 solids on the bottom if he can't. It looks like he may be able to go to the rail first and still spin it in. He could see it all the way.
All the way. Ooh. And no shot. No real easy shot.
He's
cut the 3 ball.
He's got to cut in the 3 ball. Severe cut. Steep cut.
2 ball makes that pocket a little big, I guess, if he undercuts it. He went clean. Nice little kiss on the 15. Shot on the deuce, which is hanging in the corner. 8 ball up table or on the side.
Let's see how he decides to play this.
In the corner. Couldn't really afford to go 2 rails wrong because the 12 ball was in the way.
All right.
Quick out. 5-2. Chris McDaniel ready to break again. You know, I had said that Chris really needs to have just an easy break and run, stress-free, but that didn't happen. He did get the break and run, so.
You know, is there such a thing unless you're in perfect line every time? You know, they all come with a certain degree of difficulty.
There's always going to be at least that one shot.
Yep. So.
But as long as he doesn't put himself there.
The thing about it is, he kept his head. He kept his head during that last one.
Yep.
Didn't panic. Didn't take any flyers. Under control.
You're right.
He doesn't seem the kind of guy that would panic. You know, just kind of, okay, I've got to make this shot. Let's just make this shot. Kind of a matter-of-fact kind of guy is the impression I get. Rockstar. Is that an energy drink?
Yes, I believe it is. It's also a song.
Oh, okay. Well, same break, same station, solid bridge.
He got kicked last time towards the corner pocket, didn't he?
I think that was Danny. I don't remember. Look at this break.
Good
Cue
break.
ball trails. It's going to be kicked now.
Towards the corner pocket.
Yeah, he did last time too.
But it looks like he has a shot. The 3 balls down here by the 8 ball aren't going to give him any Love.
If those. Now, the reason the referee, Bill Stock, did not remove the 8-ball, the magic rack, is when they, if there's 2 balls kissing. If they're frozen, he won't remove the rack because for fear of moving them. I remember John Lehman saying that to us, or to me.
Right.
We're in the booth.
If you remove the ball that's on the magic rack.
They don't appear to be kissing.
No, they're close.
Yeah, they're close.
But there's like 2 balls in the magic rack.
It looks like they're on it. It'd be hard to get out from there. Wow. You would need 3 ball markers. Who wanted a ball marker? You did, didn't you? Yeah.
I'll get one.
Yeah,
the guy who makes them is in Los Angeles, and I'm in San Diego.
Yeah, they're pretty handy. They look handy. Gotta have the tools.
I just want one to, put on my shelf as another knick-knack that I don't need.
Reminds me of my friend Dougie Fresh. Yeah, I think he has every little knick-knack that comes in pool.
Gear whores.
I didn't want to use that word. First time I've heard it, in fact.
Those of us who buy every little
if it's pool and by the way,
widget and gidget.
One of the things about coming to the Rio during the national championships is there's so many vendors here. If it's pool related, you can buy it here.
Yeah.
If it's not, if you can't find it, they don't make it.
Official store for the CSI CueSports International National Championship is Omega Billiards.
The official table is Diamond. Freddie, I thought you would follow up with the official cloth.
Well, we were just talking about little knickknacks and gym cracks. It looks like if you mark, at least what I'm hearing here, Chris is saying that if you mark the 7 ball and pull it out of there, that the rack comes out. I think you gotta leave it all in there.
I think I would just play the rack out.
You gotta be very careful. I mean, this is so tight.
Yeah, it can really change the way things lay. If I'm Danny, I'm gonna get up and check. Wouldn't you?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Danny says, I'm indifferent. Do your thing.
Do your thing.
He knows no one's trying to do anything wrong, so that's not a problem. And they've figured it out, and they've got it down. And there's the rack removed. Let's have a round of applause for Bill Stock.
Now Chris is probably thinking, did you move it just enough so I can make it now?
So that's why he wanted it moved.
Yeah. Looks like the 15 might pass the 7. Let's see if that's true. We'll see if he plays position for it.
Yeah, he does.
Hold it.
And he's absolutely in a good spot. Although this 8 ball's going to move more than the 14 will.
He doesn't even. It looks like if I just twist my head enough, it may not need to move the 14. Just get it in there. Playing for the 10 ball, I think. That's a nice shot.
Nice.
And if you can actually see the 10 ball, which it looks like you can, maybe get a better angle on it off the 14. What do you think?
Oh, I think he shoots the 14 first. And comes back just a hair. And a little over to the right because he has to.
Just don't overdraw it.
Oh, he's not going far. This one he wouldn't mind coming back a little bit. Bill says, is there enough room for this 10? Oh, he's got so much. He'd drive a truck through there.
It looks like he'd actually follow forward.
He'll draw it. He'll catch a piece of the 5, and it'll lead him right to the 8. He might put a decent stroke on this ball. Oh.
Follow forward.
I don't like that at all. He hooked himself. Oh, he's got the 9 ball. I didn't see the 9.
No wonder you don't want him to follow forward.
That's
the 9 ball is still there. Still there.
I thought his next shot was the 8 ball. So yeah, I'm drawing this ball back all day.
8 in the side.
That's why you're in the booth with me, Freddie, to straighten me out.
And that's a good shot. Nice job, Chris McDaniel.
He's on the hill.
Man on the hill.
Man on a mission on the hill.
Danny is probably saying, what is going on? Who is this guy?
I think he's probably saying, what happened?
Is it? Is it? Aren't we still just practicing? I don't know if Chris McDaniel has actually broken run all of his racks so far. I'm thinking he has.
He's got a few under his belt. I know there was one he did not. And
Is that right?
yeah, there was one where he didn't finish
yes,
it.
yes, he didn't finish. He didn't finish. You're
And
absolutely
Danny
correct.
came to the table. Fortunately, we're not responsible to be statisticians.
We're not even responsible to say statistician.
I don't know how I got it out. What are you talking about? But, well, we've seen this hill climbed before,
Yes.
but it took a lot of mistakes from the opponent. So, Danny, if Danny needs this, he needs the mistakes from Chris.
He needs some help from Chris.
Yeah, he needs some help from Chris.
But first, he's got to hold serve.
Yep.
Huge
Yep.
break.
And then
There's
there's
a ball in, two
there's
balls
balls
in.
Yeah, I don't think Chris is going to oblige him. He's not willingly anyway.
Not willingly. 14 ball is a tough stripe. The 5 and 4 do not pass for the solids. Into the 9 ball. Low left corner as we view it. Looks like he has to shoot the stripes.
Chris would get 3 breaks.
Well, nice job clearing out the 14. 14-9 now it goes. 9 goes right in the pocket. 10 goes in the pocket. So he solved this one.
That 12 ball still plays a little bit tough. Having the 11 ball there makes it a lot easier.
Get up there. Oh,
Yeah.
did he actually get there? Or is he short?
No, he's short of the 10, but he's got the 11, and he'll probably shoot the 12 next, and then shoot the 10 and get on the 8.
He's made the shot a little bit tougher. He has to just shoot right hand English and slow roll it.
That's it. You know, 10 days of air conditioning has made it a little tough on us.
Pump this in.
Oh, hello.
And, did not go.
Up jumped the devil, as I like to say. It's just what it looks like when you miss a ball like that.
Sure.
Looks like the devil jumping out of the pocket, laughing at you. That's how I feel when I miss a ball like that.
An interesting layout here because nothing is easy on this shot. Looks like if he can play the 6,
And he can.
he can.
He can start with the 2 if he chooses.
The 1 ball is not quite available. He can shoot it, but he'd let the cue ball run. So looks like the 6 ball. In fact, I like the 6 ball because you leave the 1 ball as insurance when he breaks out the 4 or 5 down table in his next shot. Is he going to go slow? He's going to attack right now.
Yeah, he doesn't want to come
Slow.
down here. Oh, how do you?
Boy, oh boy, that's he must have had to spin that a little bit. He must have been not clear on the 3 ball.
My only question is why. That 2 ball looked nice on the side.
Yes, yeah. He may have been stuck behind the 3 ball just a hair. I said he didn't have a clear shot on any ball, and the 6 looked to be the only one that was close. He must have had to spin that a little bit. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. Ball was hanging. Danny's gonna go around the world here, and
Right on top of the 3. No, I'm just teasing. Wow.
that is a big wow. And it's gonna play. Maybe it plays a bad song in Chris's head. He's got to shake it off and
Well,
get going, breaking around the next rack.
well, that's what Danny needed.
That's exactly what he needed. A little
Yep.
help.
He got a lot of help there.
He got a lot of help. That miss served 2 purposes. Allows Danny to get a bead on his side and put a little bit of shakes into Chris McDaniel.
I don't know if a shot like that gives you shakes or you sit there and say, what was I thinking?
Well, you know, for the next shot, at least you're shaking your head saying, what the hell? What happened? I didn't even give myself a chance to get out. I want to break those balls.
Now, let me ask you a question, Freddie, with professional players. When they miss a ball like that, do you think it stays with them?
At least for a shot. And if it's
Okay.
a bad miss, some people have been talk about that miss they had in 1996
Oh,
You know?
I can remember shots
See?
that far back. Yes,
There you go.
but does it affect your play right there?
I think it does, especially if it was a miss out of nowhere. That one, I don't think that was a miss out of nowhere. I really think that he had to do a little bit of something to curve around. So maybe that one will be a little bit less.
See, I think, in my opinion, when they miss those, I think they realized they took that shot for granted. And was it a difficult shot? No. Was it a little maybe challenging because of the inside English? Possibly.
Probably.
But if you take it for granted, you can miss it. If you pay attention to it, I don't think they miss it. And, 99 out of 100. They make it every time.
Let's see if he holds still for his break. He's been breaking pretty much perfectly. Cue ball in the center. Did get kicked.
Bumped. Kicked again.
Oh,
oops. No, he's okay.
He
Wow, what a break.
Pretty wide open. If the 411 or
Wow.
413 doesn't pose any problems, then I suspect that he might be going on. It looks like the stripes lay a little bit better.
Well, because of the position of the 7 ball, which is in the lower right-hand part of your screen, blocked by the 2 stripes.
Unfortunately, it looks like he's looking at the 1 ball that opens up the 7, but he should be running out. 13 is easy.
Oh, he's
not even a problem over there. Might even consider him that.
He's probably looking at the 14 first. No, he's looking at the 1 ball that opens up the 7.
Every ball looks good, and he's committed to run out. Obviously, there's no question about it.
Well,
and I suspect he will get out.
He'll play the 9 ball to the side pocket on the left.
And he's got 2 balls to lead to it. In fact, the 9 ball may be the last ball. It might be his key ball in the side pocket, which is tricky.
Either that or the 14, or the 15, which is right by the 8 there. He's got a variety of ways to go about his business here.
Looks like the only issue here is that there's too many ways.
Yeah, the good thing about it is, like, if he draws this back and goes back too far, he has an insurance ball. Now, see, on this shot, if he gets behind the 8, there's no insurance ball.
Yeah, he's not going to go behind. Looks like he's. Is he going to actually roll this?
No, he's coming up.
Perfect.
But I'm just saying, just in case, if that error occurs, he has no insurance. Yeah, he follows here. You called it 9 ball last.
I'd rather shoot the 9 in the corner instead of the side pocket.
He's going to be on it so good, though, from the 11.
Sure.
Yeah.
Slow roll this. Get up there. Looks good. Another slow roller.
These slow rollers can get away from you sometimes, though. They can.
He could have used one more roll on that one, right?
Yeah, he could have. He's right. He's left himself where, he's got to be concerned a little bit. He's got to pay attention.
No taking things for granted.
He did that once.
Oh, warbled it, but
he just eased it in the pocket.
No slow roll here. This should be a natural speed.
Yeah, this is a nice shot. Just a little bit of, just nice and easy, but still,
Give yourself an easy shot on the 8.
For the match. To move on the winner's side, sending Danny Smith over to the 1 loss side. Good luck, Danny, over there. And
7-3. Chris McDaniel moves on. We're going to see you guys at 5 p.m. Pacific time for the finals of the 10 ball.
10 ball challenge.
Manny Perez and Mike DeShane.
Watch a seasoned pro versus an 18-year-old.
We'll be back.